Hello, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I put together what I think is some of the best SDR, software-defined radio software. And this is kind of subjective. It depends on your specific needs, your operating system, what SDR hardware you have, what your budget is, how experienced you are. However, here's a breakdown of popular options categorized by their strengths and ideal user. This is based on my research, limited, and my experience quite a bit. So take everything you see with that in mind. Comments are welcome. Tell us about what your favorite SDR software is. So here we go. For beginners and easy to use. SDR++. I've used that quite a bit. It's cross-platform and it's open source. Pros, got a modern interface, really nice looking interface. Actively being developed cross-platform Windows, Linux, Mac OS, a growing plugin ecosystem. So it's getting plugins added to it all the time. Easy to set up, easy to use, good for beginners. Excellent for scanning, listening to FM, and general SDR exploration. Cons. May lack some of the advantages of other software. Requires more powerful hardware compared to older software. So it uses your resources of your computer quite a bit. Next one, which this is the one I used most often because I have the SDR Play products, which I love. For instance, the RSP Duo. That is SDR Uno. There's a newer version called SDR Control, I think, or Console, and I really don't like it. It doesn't have all the features that the old SDR Uno has. They will eventually. But SDR Uno, pros, free, very popular, relatively easy to set up. There's a lot of tweaking, though, to get it to do exactly what you want. It's excellent for HF to UHF, VHF. Good for beginners. Simple and easy user interface. Cons. For Windows only. So if you got a Mac, sorry. Now they may have changed that for the new version. And it can feel a little updated. They've kind of slacked off on their updating of SDR Uno because they're working on the next generation, which I can say is, to me, it's kind of rudimentary compared to SDR Uno. While it's easier than some, configuration to get exactly what you want can be complex and a little frustrating. The next one, SDR Console. Windows only. It's free. Pros, it's free. It's made by and updated by a single author, Simon, and he does an excellent job. Frequent updates and enhancements. Relatively easy to add those new versions. Excellent for those like software listeners. Good for beginners. Simple and clean UI. Cons, Windows only. While easier than some, configuration still can be a little complex to get started. Okay, let's move on. For intermediate to advanced users. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're an advanced user, you wouldn't use one of the previous ones. This means that these are a little more complicated. For instance, this is one I started out with, HD SDR. It's Windows, it's free. It's got a lot of rich features, good for HF, excellent for weak signal reception, supports many different SDR hardware types. Cons, Windows only, Can be overwhelming for beginners to get started because there's so many options. The interface hasn't been changed very much. To my knowledge, and I could be wrong, not actively being updated. Next one, Cubic SDR, cross-platform, open source, runs on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, very visually appealing, uses a waterfall-centric approach, growing plugin ecosystem, lots of plugins. Cons, can be resource intensive, especially if you set up multiple receivers, which you can. Might require some configuration knowledge. The next one, this one I kind of stay away from. GNU Radio. It's cross-platform, open source, pros, extremely powerful and flexible, allows you to build custom SDR applications. So it's for building your own application. Con, and I got it in red here, very steep learning curve, requires programming knowledge. It's written in, I can't pronounce it. Anyway, so it's not ideal for the person who just wants to jump in there and start using it. It's more of a development environment than a standalone SDR. But I wanted to mention it. Okay. More specific applications that goes beyond just listening to the radio. SDR Angel. SDR Angel is a pretty significant program. It's cross-platform, Windows, Linux, Mac OS, actively being developed and updated, good digital signal modes and satellite work, has a unique modular design. Cons, can be complex to configure initially, but once you get over that, it does some really neat things. Another specific application for SDRs is SatNogs client. Linux, open source, pro, specifically designed for satellite tracking and decoding. Cons, Linux only. So if you don't have a Linux machine, you can't use it. It's primarily for satellite work. Now, keys to consider when choosing an SDR software package. Operating system. Will it work on your operating system? Many of you have Windows, many of you have Mac OS, a few have Linux. And I mentioned up above which ones work on what. SDR hardware. What is your SDR hardware? Is it a baseline RTL-SDR, that's what I started with? Is it an AirSpy? Kind of expensive. Hack RF? Kind of expensive. Or what I use is, for instance, the RSP Duo. Most popular SDRs are well supported. RSP Duo is exactly that. And there's several versions from that company, SDR Play. And I have all three of them. I don't have the latest one. And I really, really like those. Those are my go-to SDRs. Ease of use. Consider your experience level. If you're a beginner, you should start out with simpler software. Otherwise, you will get frustrated and give up. Something as cheap as an RTL-SDR little dongle, I think they're about $20, $25. And in one of the simpler applications I showed above that work with that dongle is the way to go to get started. I've gone through that over the years. Features. Think about what you want to do with your SDR. Do you need specific demodulation capabilities? Do you need digital support or advanced options? Automatic tuning and store, ATS. Price. Many SDR software options are free and open source. Most, I would say. Some commercial options are available. Active development. Is the software being supported and receiving bug fixes, new features? That's an important thing. Unless you get something that you're just satisfied with, you don't need anything added on, and it works fine, not a problem. Community support, getting help from other people. So again, it depends on the popularity. Like SDR Console, Simon brings in great support to people using his free software. Recommendations based on user type. Beginner, either SDR Console or SDR Uno. I prefer SDR Uno because it has the memory bank scan option. To my knowledge, SDR Console still doesn't have that. It has memory databases, but it doesn't have the scan option. Getting excited again. Intermediate user exploration of digital modes. Use SDR Angel. Advanced users. As I mentioned, GNU Radio. If you're comfortable with programming, it requires you to do programming. Another one that doesn't require programming, but is for advanced users, is HD SDR. You can just type in search under your Explorer, Internet Explorer, and you can find details about each one of these programs and where to download them. Best approach. The best way to find the best software for you is to try out different options. Most of the free options are readily downloadable. Start with a simple program, then experiment with more advanced software as your skills and needs evolve. Also, check out YouTube tutorials. There's a ton of tutorials on SDR software and how to use it. Online forums. There's specific online forums on the internet, such as Facebook, for guidance and help. Good luck and have a great day. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.